Hello dear students, this is teacher Jane and today we will be discussing about expressing beliefs and convictions. This is in line with the most essential learning competency of Module 4 for the third quarter, expressing one's beliefs and convictions based on a material view. Things you will learn from this video includes the difference between a belief and a conviction, signal phrases used in expressing beliefs and convictions, and formulating sentences that express belief and conviction. I know you are excited for another learning adventure. Let us then start by checking on what you already know about our topic. All you have to do is to choose the letter of the correct answer for each question, and you may write your answers on your notebook. Let's begin. Number 1. An acceptance that the statement is true or that something exists is called A. Belief, B. Conviction, C. Knowledge, D. Opinion. The answer is letter A. Very good. Number 2. It is a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Is it A. Belief, B. Conviction, C. Decision, or D. Opinion? The answer for this is letter B. Third one, I think it will rain today. This is an example of A. Belief, B. Conviction, C. Fact, D. Opinion. Letter D. Great job. Number 4. Which one below is a statement of conviction? A. Dogs are the best pets among all animals. B. God has created everything that is present in this entire world. C. I believe that Jesus Christ is our Savior. Or D. The cell phones being manufactured by iOS are way better than those produced by Android. What's your answer? The answer is letter C. For the last number, which is not a factual statement? A. Boracay, Albay, and Siargao are some of the beautiful places in the Philippines. B. Spirituality is the most important thing in the world. C. The eyes, ears, and nose are parts of the human body. Or D. The planet in the solar system that is closest to the sun is Mercury. The answer is letter B. Great job! Now, let us proceed to our discussion so that we will find an explanation to the answers in our previous activity. Let us first differentiate belief and conviction. A belief is something that is considered correct and true. For example, a person can believe in various things such as cultural or personal faith, morality, or values. It expresses viewpoints, but it is not based on facts or other evidences. A belief is also an opinion. That is why it cannot serve as the basis for a formal argument. Beliefs are very personal ideas and cannot be rejected because they express an opinion. On the other hand, a conviction is a bit different to a belief. A conviction is something that an individual is convinced of. To be convinced, you need to obtain all the related information. Based on the information that the conviction is built, a belief changes with time and new experiences, yet a conviction remains the same. However, conviction is more complex than belief as it becomes a point of view of the world. Now, here are some basic signal phrases in expressing beliefs or convictions. I believe, in my opinion, I think, I feel, in my personal view, from my point of view. These are signal phrases that express beliefs or convictions. Their intentions and purposes would highly rely on the additional specific information as your source. Let us have some example of sentences that express beliefs and convictions. Look closely at the image about Filipino dining etiquette. Now, here are sample interpretations that we can derive from the image. I believe that we can be early when invited to eat. In my opinion, Filipinos have the fork and spoon as typical utensils. I think the gender of the guest will be revealed by the dropping of the utensils. In my personal view, burping is acceptable. From the same beliefs and convictions? Very good. Now, the next thing that we will do is to classify the statements, whether they are beliefs or convictions. In the table, the first column is labeled with sentences based on personal beliefs. This is the column where we place our beliefs. And on the second column, we place the sentences based on specific information or what we call convictions. Let us see which statements are beliefs. I believe that we can be early when invited to eat. I think the gender of the guest will be revealed by the dropping of the utensils. Great! These statements are beliefs. We can think that it is right to be early when we are invited to eat, but for others, they may not believe it. We also have the belief that when a utensil drops, have a visitor or guest, wherein, if we dropped a fork, a male will arrive. But if it is a spoon, a female will arrive. Do you believe in that too? Well, maybe, but we have no basis or evidence about it, so it remains a belief. Meanwhile, the sentences that are based on specific information are, in my opinion, Filipinos have the fork and spoon as typical utensils. In my personal view, burping is acceptable. What are the information in which these statements are based on? For statement 1, Filipinos have the fork and spoon as typical utensils. Yes, this is definitely correct. We usually use a spoon and fork when we eat. We do not usually use chopsticks. Maybe you also learned about the different types of spoons, forks, and knives in your TLE class and realized, oh, we do not use as many utensils as this at home. For statement 2, is burping acceptable? Well, yes it is. For us, it could indicate that we are full and that the food was delicious. Many of us even say thank you because we consider it a blessing that we were able to eat a sumptuous meal. We just have to excuse ourselves when we burp. Congratulations! Once again, you did a great job today. That's all for now. Again, this is Teacher Jane saying, just do your best and God will do the rest. See you next time.